Alrighty, let's run through all the pairs real quick since I have some errands to do. So starting with GBP USD, our sell zone is up top, our buy zone is down below, meaning I will not be thinking of pressing anything until the price comes into our zone. But that does not mean the buy key levels are reserved for only buys and sells are only reserved for sells. Okay, buy key levels, can be used for both buys and sells, but you have to know where the H4 might go, right? If it's respecting our zones or it's going to break. So current price is over here. What can it do? If it tests our zone up top and closes within, then we can look for a sell down. Same thing, if it comes into our buy, respects it, then we can look for a buy up. But if it breaks above or below our zones respectively, then we either look for the next zones or we wait for the price to retrace back into our key levels to look for a buy from the recently broken sell zone or a sell from the recently broken buy zone. Okay, so that's it for GBP USD. Okay, so take note on that. USD CAD, same thing. Now USD CAD is currently in our sell zone. Why is it a sell zone? Let me adjust this a little bit. It's an engulfing buy that failed. We have our first engulfing sell, second engulfing sell, and our third engulfing sell. So the sell zone or the sellers over here are quite strong. If the sellers still want to respect this zone, then there's a potential we can catch a sell back down, okay, into this zone. But I have another sell zone up top in case where this decides to break because it was tested multiple times. Right, so if H4 continues to respect this, we can look for a sell down. But if it breaks above, I have another sell zone up top waiting. Remember that after you enter, if you are a newbie or you do not have time to monitor the charts, you can set your not your break evens, your stop losses. And the stop loss that I usually encourage or support is 40 pips because it's not too tight and not too loose. Okay, so that's something. But if you are someone who does not like to use SL, instead you cut loss every single time it breaks the zone, then you can do that if you have time to monitor the charts. Okay, but if not, set SL in place and let the trade run. Last but not least, we have EG. EG is from the zones that we gave, or I gave since last week, because it's still respecting. So you can see that although over here I gave the two key levels, we caught a sell from here. Now, after that, price is set to retrace back into our key level, super sharp over here to poke and drop still. So again, although they are still in the same zone, you can still use a sell and a sell. Okay, so this is a perfect example for that. Now, my buy zone is down below. It's a fresh engulfing sell that failed. Has yet to be tested in the key level. So this is something that we can monitor for a potential buy if H4 does not close below. Okay, because if it does, then it might drop even lower. Right, so this is where we're going to monitor for potential buy. TP is TP at the market structure. TP is something you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable holding for 10, 20, 30 pips, then stick to that and then slowly build your tolerance to it. If you are like me and you like to TP at the next key levels, meaning if I were to catch a sell from here, I would TP right above or before the zone or the key level that I am marking. Okay, so that's it for the three pairs. Please stay alert since today is a Monday, and check forexfactory.com for any high impact news that you might occur or see throughout the day. Okay, don't rush into it. It's only a Monday.